Hey there, and welcome to another product review from the Random Review channel. So today's review, ta-da, is this wee bad boy here. Okay, so the manufacturer's name is Mucker, or it's branded as Mucker or Mucker, I'm not really sure. Both of them sound pretty disgusting. And it is a USB multimeter charger detector. Okay, so this was about £5.99 and shipping was included in my Prime membership. It arrived in Amazon packaging, and this is the way, when I opened it up, it was. There's no staple to hold the back on, so the back just slips right off. Rid of that. Take the front off. And this is what we're left with. So this here is an inline meter, okay? If you have any mobile phones, which most of the developed world has now, or any tablets in the house, or if you use different chargers and different cables, this here wee £6 device is a lifesaver for saving your batteries in your phone and your batteries in your tablets. And really just saving you a lot of grief and probably a lot of money and having to replace things, okay? And I'll just explain some of the functions and possibly cover some of the things that people don't realise about using third-party chargers, the cables and the adapters, and the damage they can do to your devices, okay? So here we have a couple of adapters, okay? So chargers, this here is a fast charger. I got this here with my S7 Edge. This here is an Apple charger. It came with an iPhone 5, I believe, or 5C. So this inline charger, first of all, has a very useful function where if you plug it into the adapter, it gives you the voltage, the output voltage that this is running at, okay? So this fast charger is operating at 5.09 volts. The Apple charger is operating at 5.13. Now it's very handy to test the adapters to see if one, the voltage is creeping up, or two, if the voltage is fluctuating on them, or three, if it's totally dead. If you plug that in and there's nothing coming out, it means you've confirmed that it is the adapter and not a break in the cable, okay? So at the minute you can see there's 0 amps being drawn because there's nothing plugged in. So I'll just show you now how we operate this. So here is the official cable that came with my Galaxy Note 3, an old phone which is beat up, which I don't really use anymore, okay? So if I plug this, we'll just move this over on this one for handliness sake. So if I plug this into one of the outputs and then plug this into the bottom of the phone, and we'll just switch the screen off for... Okay, so we can see that the fast charger is delivering 1.69 amps into the battery. So that is the draw that the battery, the rate at which the battery is charging. So it's pulling 1.7, 1.69 amps out of this charger to charge the battery, okay? Now this is a fast charger, so if I take this out with the same lead and the same phone and plug that into the standard Apple charger for an iPhone 5, so it's not like an iPhone 7 which probably operates a fast charging mechanism, but if I take that out of that, switch that off, we can see that this here is only delivering about 1 amp and it's sort of bouncing about. It's probably just more. So it would take a lot longer to charge this phone with an iPhone adapter or charger than what it would if I used the official Samsung charger, as long as the device you're charging is capable of taking a fast charge. So for the likes of my S7 Edge, can charge quicker than what the iPhone 5C was designed to charge, okay? So if I take it out, plug it back in. Now, as well as using different adapters or the wrong adapters or cheap adapters, the cable also makes a difference, and sometimes people don't realise this here and they buy cheap cables from the pound shop. But just to show you the difference, this cable here, which is the official cable, is delivering that 1.71 amps. If I take this cable out and get this here crappy wee cable that came with one of these power banks and plug it in, now it's a lot shorter, so you would expect there's less loss in the cable, blah blah blah. So if we plug this in, switch the screen back off for continuity, we can see that this cable is only drawing, it's only allowing 0.3 amps into the battery, into the phone. Okay, so we've already established that this phone can take a fast charge. It can take 1.7 amps comfortably. The battery can charge at that rate safely. However, this here is only delivering 0.3 amps into the battery, which that low ampage, these batteries aren't designed to be charged at such a low trickle rate as that there. And especially the likes of these power banks, which are 3 times the capacity of a phone. This one here is allegedly about 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. It would take a lifetime for me to charge that with this cable, versus if this here can accept the fast charge, and it can, which it tells you on the inputs, on the sort of spec sheet of these here, what the input amps can be, then you can plug it into the fast charger with an official cable, and it'll charge this up in about a fifth of the time it would take if you use the cable that came with it. Okay, now it's not all cables are crap that come with these. This here is a wee cable that came with a slightly different power bank, roughly the same milliamp hour benefit, but if I plug this in, we can see that. Turn that off. Okay, so this cable here is giving about 1.1 amps into the battery, so it's just as short. It came from another supplier. It's a slightly better cable. It'll charge it very fast. It'll fast charge the device. It's up to 1.6 amps now. Okay, so just because it's a cheap cable doesn't mean it's a crap one, but it does show the inconsistency with the manufacturing process in these as to whether or not what speed your device is going to charge at. Okay, so try and go for decent cables, shielded cables if you can, that aren't going to sort of break or tear, and try and avoid really thin cables. Like these here sort of winder cables that you get from the pound shop or from any sort of cheapo place. Alright. So that's it. So these here are incredibly handy. Another thing which you can use them for is you can actually use them on two devices. So we could plug another one in there, and we could plug another device in to that, and it will give us the voltage. Now this is full, but it will give us the total amps that this is drawing out of a charger to charge these two devices. Okay, as I say, this is full, so it doesn't need anything, but if this was totally depleted, and I was using a decent cable on that there, it would tell me the total amps being drawn to charge these two devices. Okay, and we can see that the voltage is a steady voltage, so the chargers are fine. For £6, it's such a handy little device to have, and yeah, I really recommend this one. Now they're quite generic. They probably come out of the same factory and just get rebranded. I can't speak for the rest of them because this is the only one I've used. But honestly, I honestly couldn't fault this one at all. The build quality seems pretty good. It's sturdy. The end of it seems to be soldered onto the board very sturdily, and the plastic seems very strong. And yeah, it's the little display on them is clear. And these, I've tested this with a multimeter, and it is accurate. The amps and the voltage that it gives out is accurate. I cut one of the cables and checked it. Sliced the cables, put it on, and checked the amps, and I cut the end off it then and checked the volts on the charger, and it is accurate. So it draws so little power, these things, that it doesn't make a difference to the reading really versus a multimeter. And yeah, I can't really recommend them enough. For £6, it's something you really should have in the house. So I hope you like this video. I will be using this here for future videos to show you how we can test the actual capacity and power banks versus what's stated on the packaging and what you actually get inside them, considering the fact that they contain these here. So if you like them videos, please like and subscribe, and keep your eye out for the next video. Thanks for watching.